Hello, everyone.
Bye.
Welcome to the Brew Barons. I'm Ryo,
I'm Evie.
and we are the Brew Barons.
The one sad thing about this game... So I've played a little bit of this.
Okay.
It is fully voice acted.
Oh, so we don't get to...
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of okay. We can see how professionals do it.
Welcome to the sun-bathed islands of the Adley Bay.
Oh, they're
In the
nice.
middle of these warm waters
Yeah,
sits the capital
pretty
Valley, the largest among
Very
all
Roman.
other cities in the bay and
It's-
a true sight to behold.
Well, Venetian.
Rich
So
in
this
natural
gives me
resources, bountiful
very
fishing and favorable
strong
soil,
Porco Rosso
the Adley
vibes.
Bay has boomed into a
The
bustling
Ghibli.
paradise.
Yeah, that's. I was
Movie.
gonna say that's a Ghibli, right? Yeah, not one I've seen.
Seaplanes
But-
and flying
It's decent.
boats, an aeronautical invention only a few decades old and growing in popularity.
It's like
Those brave enough to pilot a plane tend to
Everyone
do so for
has
an
a boat
occupational
or a seaplane.
economical
It's
advantage.
fucking seagull.
While
Just
others,
hit the camera right in the
Bird Strike.
bird strike.
backwater
Brew
bootleggers.
pirates.
They take
Of
these
course
lands in
there's sky
choking smog,
pirates.
plunder ingredients and steal from the peaceful locals
Hence
to
the
forcefully
Porco
sustain
Rosso.
their brewing
Yeah.
monopoly. The pirates operate in secrecy from the surrounding landmass of the Marieth and Delholdin nations.
Oh wait,
Presence
so there's.
expands, forcing their brews as they rove freely and
So the
unchallenged.
countries are providing the pirate, like in real
Until
life. The
two
countries
unlikely
provide the
heroes
pirates,
step
and the independent people
Nigel, a
trying
flight
to
from the
live
Marieth
are
Flight Academy.
just
Undeterred,
that.
They're
Nigel
more like
refuses to give up on his
Skyveteers.
dream of becoming a career pilot.
Skyveteers.
With very little flight hours on his record,
Brew
he's eager to find
Barons!
anyone that will fly with him. And Francie, the daughter of a successful merchant in the Marieth capital.
Should I have been paying
When
attention
she
to any of
learned
this?
Her father's shop being ransacked by the pirates for goods used
Okay.
in their brewing production.
'Cause I haven't
She
been.
vowed to help protect the bay and return what was stolen.
It's some
In
backstory
this time
on
of
Cool.
your two
turmoil,
characters.
Our unlikely heroes unite under one banner and one name. Henceforth,
Yes,
the Brew Barons.
we are the Brew Barons. Let's not go to Mount Doom over there.
So this is this is backstory, and you actually go back a little bit in time before those two are kind of Brew Barons.
Oh, okay.
Just a little bit. You kind of get.
You can import customized camo, brew labels, and plain decals.
Yes, you can.
Camo patterns should be in grayscale.
Oh, I didn't know that. Maybe that's why mine didn't work.
All right then, let's do this. I just wish we had enough money left over from the renovations to buy a better seaplane. The salesman may have swindled us with this junker.
Maybe one with wings.
Wings would have been helpful. Look, my record with the Dodo was only like 30 seconds.
No kidding.
It wasn't good. This is
This
really
not
our
really a
plane?
plane. It's more of a boat.
As I knew it
It-
would. Now before
yeah.
you head off, just a reminder to keep
As a
speed
plane,
on
floating is not really the
exiting
biggest
harbors.
concern usually.
Harbors often have plenty of boats and obstacles that can cause some real harm to you and your plane if you're not careful. So just keep your throttle low and you'll
Got
be
it.
fine.
Don't
run
barn
into shit.
Don't barnstorm down the
I'm more
canals.
concerned about the illuminated rust holes shining up through the floor.
That is a problem.
Rust. Just think of it as weight reduction.
Why?
Anyhow, remember what I
No.
said? Oh,
Rust is
Try not to fly
weight
too high.
addition.
That
I don't want
engine is
rust.
It's true.
bye-bye now.
If there's rust, it means that's metal that's no longer functioning. That's extra weight.
And rust is actually
Oh,
heavier
boy.
than pure
well,
iron
let's see
or
what
steel.
this thing can do. I'll give you a quick refresher on the plane controls and instruments.
Great, let's
Okay.
start.
This
Cool.
is our fuel gauge. We have a full tank
Oh,
of
it's up there. I
thermal
was like,
Shouldn't need to
I'm
be
looking at the
Where?
plane going, there's
Oh.
not, I can't see the
One goal of
cockpit
the
view.
co-pilot
Oh,
is
up
to
there,
give
I
regular
see.
Notifications on fuel levels.
Cool.
This meter represents the plane's cargo capacity.
Got it.
Currently, we aren't carrying anything. Take note that a heavily loaded plane will become
Heavy
a bit
plane
highlighted
slow.
here
I
as our
know.
compass.
I know how plane
Altitude
work.
indicator, speed display and altitude display.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no like. This is what I think more games
That-
need.
It's a tiny ass attitude indicator in a terrible spot.
Yeah.
That's really
This
worthless.
is the engine throttle. Hold the throttle input to gradually raise or lower the plane speed. The throttle amount will remain fixed at that location when released.
Well, that's
Just
accurate. That's
remember
good.
to lower your throttle when you want to slow down.
I
or
like
stop.
that. Good job. That's correct. It should be a
The
throttle
red
and
portion
not
of the
a
throttle bar represents
accelerator
sustained
pedal.
engine
Correct.
Damage. Damage will limit engine performance. Below that is the plane health bar. From the looks of it, our plane currently
Oh, we have
sits
a
around
shit
quarter
plane.
health with reduced engine performance.
Yes,
Next
I
to
see.
the throttle bar is the propeller pitch toggle. Simply put, you
Huh?
can invert your propeller angle and make the plane traverse either forwards
Yeah.
or reverse. You would
Oh.
only want to use this if the plane gets snagged or stuck.
Yeah, that's not going to be a thing I
Finally,
push a lot.
Steering the plane.
Nope.
On water,
In fact,
our
I forgot
direction
that was
is
a
controlled
thing.
by using the rudder.
Yeah.
Taking
Okay.
off is controlled by the elevators,
Yep.
which are kind of broken right now. But I should note it
That's
can be
okay,
fixed
I
down
don't-
while
Kinda.
trolling on
I don't
water.
think I would want to take
Extra
off with this
stability.
like this is now anyway.
More than kind of missing. They're fully
It's coming back to me
missing.
now. I recall the ignition button has to be held for several seconds in order to fire the engine up.
Like
Yeah.
ignition should.
Are we gonna do temperatures and pressures?
Yeah.
Check all the
That's
gauges?
right. Hold the ignition button to start up the plane.
No?
Apply some
No.
throttle
No.
and follow the.
No checking hydraulics either. It's all good.
It's fine.
Look how clean that thing burns.
The throttle is a bit slow to react.
That might also be because your plane's fucked up.
But look, I can do
got
slaloms.
a rudder.
That's owning a plane that's garbage.
I don't think that plane's gonna make it wherever they're headed.
You apparently have psychic abilities.
I was gonna say, I'm hearing these people in my head.
No, they knew you were coming, so they all bought megaphones.
I was gonna say I couldn't possibly hear them over the engine noise.
They all tuned into your radio frequency between you and your co-pilot.
I have heard that Italians do like to do ham radio and private radio. That's how those two Italian brothers heard the Russian cosmonaut.
Oh, that's right. Who got ditched?
Yeah, who had to ditch and
They just got left in space.
Yeah, they were just a bad. Yeah.
Horrible.
Well, that was the Soviet Union and modern Russia, and
Probably current Russia. Who knows?
whoa!
Whoa! What
The
happened?
camera is extremely agile, unlike my plane.
Very sensitive.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to. Is there a
Lower that.
pause? There we go. I'm gonna need to lower the manual camera sensitivity by about that much.
Watch, that's sensitive too. It really can be just like
There we go.
instantly.
That's
We've arrived at the brewery. Welcome to our new base of operations.
it. Looks nice. Kind of like how the Ghostbusters firehouse was at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
Huh, not bad.
Yep, it may look a little rundown right now, but it's just a matter of time before we turn this place into a grand.
Isn't she like a
strikes down the pirates' monopoly for good.
duchess or something?
Eris.
An heiress?
She's the daughter of a wealthy merchant
The
family.
second floor contains the actual brewery, while the third floor sits mostly empty, waiting to be converted into a bar. And
Ah.
last, there's our plane hangar that resides at the bottom.
Wouldn't that be first?
See this golden
No.
square?
Oh.
This indicates a
That's just that
dockable
she went
location.
231.
This particular one will take us directly into our hangar.
23 is number 1 though, so I guess that's the right way to go.
Yeah.
According to the Deku scrubs.
Always reduce your speed when maneuvering into a dockable location. Otherwise, you run the risk of overshooting and possibly crash.
But what I was gonna say
Got
is,
it. Now that we're here, let's get this
more
plane
games
inside and fix
need
it up.
like an advanced tutorial where it kind of takes you through new mechanics for this game or unique
Welcome to the
mechanics for
hangar.
the game.
Let's jump right into
Yeah.
the
I know how to
basics.
fly.
Yeah, right.
From here, you can craft new planes. Load
I
or
could build
modify
whole
existing
planes?
ones and
You
purchase new
can.
blueprints from the parts
Or
catalog.
paint them.
A
Cool.
plane will always
With
need a pilot
grayscale
and
paint,
co-pilot, which you
apparently.
can assign in the roster tab.
Well, that's
You
so
can
they,
also assign
it just
idle
wants the
pilots
alpha
to
level
a
so
few
it
other
can
jobs,
apply
such as
different.
brewery
Yeah.
assistant or bar manager.
Oh, I can. We are multi-talented
Before we go
here.
any
People.
further, let's get this plane fixed up.
That would be
In order to
nice.
modify the
Actually,
plane,
having
you
a
must
plane would be
first
good.
Fix up the structure. You can do so by opening the repair tab located on the plane information panel. Once
Okay.
open, move the slider all the way to the right to repair all
Which-
damage and accept the
The
purchase.
plane information panel will just be there.
The plane information panel is there when I have nothing else selected. Got it.
No, it's just gonna be there.
Just always there. Fix the plane. All of it. I have 20 gold nuggets. I don't know if silver or gold is, I'm assuming gold is better.
Now that
Oh,
the
yeah.
structural damage is
Yeah,
repaired,
okay.
we can construct some new wings. Start by opening the Modify tab.
It's not a modification, it's a repair. It doesn't have wings.
It has
and it's a
no
plane.
wings. Yeah, that's really... Look! Wings!
Greater drag reduces top speed.
I imagine that's true. I imagine it would be faster
In a
without
straight
wings.
dive.
I noticed the wing construction required not only money, but also crafting materials. I'm
What a
sure we'll find
surprise.
more materials while venturing, so we should collect and bring them back. Anyways, I guess we're now ready to fly?
I guess so.
In fact, I have a small delivery errand
In
destined
fact.
to a local bar on the other side of town.
Oh, yeah.
We can fly over there in no time.
Sounds good. Let's fly over there in no
Exchange for
time.
bottles of old cider I have for a
Now, I
valuable piece of
think
plane equipment. Let's start by moving all
This
the
might
bottles of
actually
cider from
be
the brewery
multiplayer, so
inventory
next
into the
time,
plane inventory.
once you get established, we might be able to fly together.
Oh, okay. You want to be my co-pilot? I'll fly, and you can tell me my fuel status.
Sure.
Since that's the only thing they said the co-pilot
The
did.
cider is now loaded in the plane's cargo space. It looks like we're all set.
Right. Let's head out. You can undock from the exit menu shown here.
Okay, no, it's not multiplayer yet.
Exit. Not multiplayer yet?
Oil.
Did you say yet, or did I add yet?
Rudder.
No, I said
All
yeah.
meters look good. Ready for the
Oh, he
maiden
did the
flight?
checks! He did them off screen, so I wouldn't have to worry about them.
Nice.
You betcha. You can see we now have a
You betcha.
delivery contract located
You
in the
betcha.
upper right. The bar is
Big
located
fish.
within eye range, just on the opposing side of the city.
So I don't even need to fly, do I?
No.
Take note of the gold docking square and small pier.
The thirsty
Pilots should always
tailor.
plan their dock entry route and exit route ahead of time.
Ah,
You'll want to
okay.
avoid approaching the pier head-on. You will almost
What?
certainly
Why not?
too quickly. Instead,
Boom.
approach a pier from a perpendicular
Just
angle.
go
This
straight in,
presents the
like-
safest
This
way to
really
dock
is
at a
like...
pier, and also
I suppose not
facilitates
everybody
exit.
necessarily knows this, especially if you're younger.
Yes.
That feels all like very much common sense to me, but
Like,
you know,
Mostly I just wanted you
Oh.
to have the
When you're ready,
tutorial
just
for
use
the
a little
brewing
throttle
part
and
of the
rudder to
game.
steer to the direction
which we
you
haven't
want
even
to
got
take
to
once
yet.
you've
Yeah.
reached
Okay, how long is this
Pull back
tutorial?
lightly on the pitch once you're in the air, you can use the rudder to
Think
make small
you're gonna go
turns,
buy
or the
stuff, you're gonna
ailerons to
come
bank,
back and
take
brew.
note of the
And I
ring
think
colors as you
then
approach
you're
them.
done.
Their
Okay.
color will suggest the ideal throttle percent for the smoothest commute. Yellow is 100%
Oh, of course,
throttle.
yellow is
Red
100%,
is
not green.
30%
Yellow
throttle,
is 100%,
0% just before
and
the
red
roll.
is a third.
I'll remind
Okay.
you of
Green
appropriate
is
throttle
50.
power mid-flight. Let's start up the plane. Throttle
Oh, that
up
would
and
hurt
get
me.
to
That would hurt me so badly. And then we flew.
Positive incline. Let's retract that gear.
She didn't say anything about gear.
It's a seaplane. Seaplanes don't usually have a lot in the way of.
Actually, they
retractable gear.
can usually lift their things up a little bit.
Oh, really?
A lot of them can, not all of them.
I know some of them actually have wheels in the buoys.
Yes.
In the
Yeah,
called
particularly
buoys, the floats.
particularly modern ones will have sort of combi float wheel things.
Yeah.
They
If
can
it's
do
not
either.
a flying boat
Yeah.
that uses the hull as the boat. Red, 30%.
Jeez, the fucking throttle. The throttle goes so quick, and then not. It's very awkward.
Yeah.
throttle now.
Done already. I took care of that while you were having a biscuit.
So I skipped all of this and I didn't realize that the different colors meant different things. So I just did this 100% throttle the whole way.
I mean, that wouldn't be impossible or even that difficult.
No.
Slowly enter the final ring.
Now, if I recall, this is actually kind of finicky.
Okay.
It doesn't like you being super fast or have much of any speed going
Well,
into these
I'm
docks.
certainly going nice and slow. Actually going a little slower than I think is reasonably necessary. I'm going to go a little faster. And then we'll come back down.
And the water has more drag than I anticipated, so we'll go a little faster and then come back down.
Yeah. Come on. Is this slow enough?
I think it might be. It might be too slow. Maybe it's too slow.
That didn't take long at all.
Longer than it needed to.
See
Yeah.
this animated symbol? This means we're in a dockable location. When the dock input is pressed,
Oh,
open up
okay.
the docking menu. You can press the dock button now. The docking
Thank
menu
you.
comes
You
with
can dock
several
now.
options such as resting or managing your delivery contracts. For now, let's take the
Call for help!
establishment to conduct the delivery.
Help, help, I'm docked. Okay.
You there, boy. Tie me up.
Boy.
The floor is sticky. A bit of a dive, ain't it? What self-respect?
Our
It's a
bar doesn't
bar.
have a bar.
Sure the
What do you
bar we
mean a
build will be bigger?
dive?
Shh. Keep your voice down. The bar owner is coming this way.
Hey, a couple of new faces. Take a seat wherever
I heard what you said about my bar.
Hi.
Fucking kill you.
We're not here to drink.
Get
I
out.
overheard that your establishment was low on stock, and you're willing to exchange for some old plane equipment for more.
Ah, I see you caught my ad in the paper. Is that cider? Great.
Ooh.
You have a deal. But be careful with that plane equipment.
Plane
Aviation
plane equipment.
can be pretty dangerous in the hands of a novice.
What is it? Oh, you know, like plane equipment.
It's plane equipment.
It's stuff for make a plane go
it helps,
better.
It helps planes.
Help plane. It's plane stuff.
Wait, what? We're toying with hydropropulsion? You've got to be kidding me. I don't know if I can endure such force.
It's water. I think you'll be fine.
I'm telling you, man, they made a plane that runs on water.
Oh, it's not just hydropropulsion. Hydroprojectiles too. But relax.
Hydro
I'm
projectiles.
sure we'll be
Yeah,
fine
we've got
here.
water guns.
Yes. Besides,
That is what that is. That's what that means.
to stand up to those pirates.
Yes, we'll shoot them with our water guns. I'm sure they'll be
I can see you two have some grand
they'll be
plans on
terrified and
Very
run.
cross.
your unsightly plane parked outside. Come, I'll help you rig up the equipment.
right stick.
Oh, really?
Yes. Hello.
One more adjustment here, and done.
Never mind, I can't do it anymore.
It's
only if you're in a bar.
Oh.
You're also able to shoot water projectiles in front of you. Oh,
Cool.
geez. I lost track of time and got to get back to my bar. One last thing.
Thanks for putting
If
the
you're
plane
gonna
equipment in my
grab more
plane.
brews, I might be willing to buy some more from you.
Thanks for the water
But first, I'll
guns.
see how my patrons like that cider. Take care.
It's cider. They're gonna love it.
Well, that's fortunate. We have our first
Maybe it's
brew
bad
client.
cider.
Hopefully
No,
next time
it's
we
good
deliver
cider.
him
Maybe it
something
tastes like
better than
Scrumpy
that
Jack.
basic cider.
Oh.
Sounds good.
Maybe
There's
it is.
ingredients scattered throughout the bay that we could collect and craft into all sorts of unique
I
brews.
still think
Though
that
first things first, we should cover the basics.
The
of
keg had just
abilities.
gone bad.
Yeah, maybe.
Above the compass
I don't
is
know
the
that
plane's
I'm gonna
ability.
want to
It
make
displays
good
the
alcohol out
volume
of
ability
stuff
of the
I
water
found.
meter. Plane
Why not?
abilities consume water
This-
from this meter when activated.
What do you mean?
Sorry, the plane's ability bar is
Let's
above
start
the
by testing out
compass.
the water boosting ability. It's great
Oh,
for hopping
God,
island to
this
island
is
at rapid speeds or
so
gaining
anime.
high altitude
Yep.
quickly. To use the ability, we must first refill the water tank. This
Oh.
will happen automatically when we are close to the water and traveling at around 40 knots or more.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Once we
Okay.
have enough water, we can use the ability by pressing the primary ability input.
Oh, did I
Let's
forget to
start
tell
by
you that
following the
planes are
rings and
magic?
getting into position. Once we're in
I
position,
had such hope
give you the
because
signal to
they
hold
did the
down boost
controls
ability
well.
and keep it held down.
The controls are well done, but
Yeah.
planes are magic.
Planes are magic. Okay. Are
You just
gonna-
have to
oh,
get
I have
rid-
to start the plane.
You just have to get past that small detail.
It's just that planes aren't magic. Look, I'm gathering water. I must be close enough.
You know, touching it.
That's
Well, I guess
close
you're
enough.
not touching it.
Okay, boost now. Hold down the boost ability and don't let go.
Here we go! Water, rocket, jet fuel. Wow,
Man, if it was this easy,
that is one hell of a bullshit propulsion system.
uh-huh. Whee! It's
Oh,
like
you just-
back at school.
You just gotta squirt water out the back.
Whoa, that was intense.
No, it was ridiculous.
I think flying at those speeds takes some getting used to.
I suppose.
We have a view of the whole island from up here. There's small clusters of apple trees all
I-
around. We can try collecting those for our brews.
We're stealing apples now?
Shh, They're
Shoot
wild
the apple trees
apples.
with your water projectiles to knock their fruit off and swoop in to collect them. If a tree runs out of apples, move on to another.
What?
A depleted tree will
Yeah.
grow back after several days elapse. You can switch to the water gun by cycling the primary ability. Head back down to a lower altitude when you're ready and test out the water projectile.
The premise is dumb, but the game is
Sounds like
fun.
a plan. Let's not forget to refill the
Okay.
water tank when necessary and stay within range of the island. Now let's collect 100 apples.
Let's do it. 100 apples.
Sounds like our
Nosedive.
engine is
Well, that's
struggling.
apples are down there.
That salesman definitely sold us a lemon. Let's fly down to a lower altitude before it dies completely.
What do you think I'm doing?
Ah, she would be so freaking out right now. Just in a straight dead stick dive.
How about now?
Nah, she's fine with this.
Okay.
In an open
You know,
cockpit.
if the plane was really that bad, it would not have handled that well.
No.
Must not be too bad a plane. Alright. Poo 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 poo.
Keep shooting them until they have stripes through them.
Okay. Hold on, my plane doesn't turn quickly.
Also, don't shoot at the blimps, because they might not be bad guys, and then people might be mad at you.
People are mad when I shoot at them?
Not the blimps, the hot air balloons. The thought air balloons, as I call them.
Thought with 2 T's and 4 S's?
Yeah. That hot air balloon over there. Thought.
Yeah. Water solved.
Yeah, get that boost. Just reminds me so much of, like, elementary school and making water rockets. Junior high, not elementary school, but whatever.
That tree's naked now. I have almost enough apples.
See, nobody's houses are near these apple trees. They can't be anybody's apples.
That must be true. How else could it be anything? What? Not. You know?
And whatnot. You got this. You've got these apples. I have faith that your water guns are wet.
I'll just get those last couple apples from over there. And now I've got over 100 apples. Job's done.
There's 100 apples loaded in the plane.
Oh, I guess you dumped 9 of them.
Next,
Oh,
we'll head back to the
what?
brewery to process
What
the
a
apples.
waste.
I'll place a marker to remind us where the hangar is located.
Where's the hang? Oh, it's over there.
She's gonna place a martyr? That's not.
Yeah, I don't think we need
PC,
that. I don't think we need a martyr.
What, we just hit someone every time we have to dock? All I can think of now is they just hang the martyr, the girl on the martyr card from the game Guillotine. And they just kind of hang her from the roof, and it's just like, there she is, that's your sign.
Yeah. Oh, I guess this one I can pull straight into, because it's
Yeah.
my hanger. We're in! With
Back
our
home in
plane
one piece
parts.
And a cargo hull full of apples. Let's head up to the second floor brewery. You can access it from the exit menu.
To the brewery.
The brewery.
You managed to fit a fully functional brewery on a single floor?
Sure, why not?
I'm cool
It's
like
not a
that.
big brewery.
Impressive, right? We can take those apples we just collected and turn them into brews in no time at all. The first
Good.
thing we need to do is move the apples from the plane inventory.
Yeah,
into the
apparently they've
brewery.
discovered,
You
like,
can open the inventory
the
crate.
Brew
Now that
Dog's
the
brew
apples are available
process
to be
because it
processed, I
takes,
can
like,
quickly explain the brewery
30
menu.
seconds.
Nice.
Highlighted at the top are the brewery options. In
Make,
addition to
recipes,
crafting new
stuff I
brews, you can
have,
also look up
upgrades for the...
recipes, manage your
All
brew catalog,
self-explanatory.
upgrade the
Yeah.
brew. Let's start by opening the Create menu.
Okay.
The large metal pot is where we will blend all our ingredients. Highlighted is the brewery pot interface. It's used to measure percentage ratios of ingredients dispensed into the blending pot. It's important to know that only the top 3 ingredients in the pot of a sufficient quantity will count towards your brew outcome. So don't go throwing in a whole slew of different ingredients.
What if I want a whole slew? We'll call it slew.
Yeah.
Hey, we've got some slew. Do you want some?
No, I'll have the
ingredient
Goblin
percentages shows the
Thudrud.
value of your dispensed ingredients.
Oh, it's actually just a
And below
different
that
brand
is
for
the
the same
alcohol by
thing.
volume percentage. As you dispense items
have
into
water.
your pot, the maximum alcohol potential will increase. Maximum alcohol potential is something you'll want to take note of if you're crafting a brew for a client that has specified how much alcohol. Here's the reset button if you dispense the wrong ingredient or your pot contents. Now the fun part. This is the ingredient
Dump
wheel.
shit in.
It allows you to cycle through all of the ingredients that have been placed in the brewery inventory. Let's hold the dispense button to drop all 100 apples into the pot.
I like this part because they just kind of flow in.
The ingredients will
That was nice physics, yeah.
dispensed. Next, we'll add yeast to the mixture, which will convert into alcohol. The more
Geese?
yeast
I don't
you
want to add
will result
geese.
in a higher alcohol
Yeast.
content,
Terrible.
but will never exceed its
Yeast.
maximum alcohol potential.
Click.
You can add yeast by holding
there we go.
and pressing the scoop button.
I'm like,
The longer the
I'm holding the button, but I don't know what.
The process of
do you
adding
want me to
yeast
do?
will stop if you hit the end button, or if the alcohol content of your pot reaches its max potential.
Slap!
Just huck that yeast in. We need more yeast. More yeast means more
Slap.
alcohol. Just keep doing it till there's an excess.
There's no penalty for doing this, just going crazy with this, right? It just, yeah. You just go.
Next, we'll process the mixture. We can ferment, which will produce
Brandy!
a high yield of drinks with a low
get some
value in
brandy.
alcohol percentage. Or we can ferment and distill, which will produce lower yield with a higher
Yeah, this
value
game was
product and alcohol percentage.
Clearly created by someone who knew brewing
Take
and
note
not.
that each method
Not
will produce
plaids,
a different
yeah.
type of
Yeah.
brew. In this case, our apple mixture can either become a cider or a brandy depending on which method is taken. Let's choose fermenting and let the brewer
Or they
magic
do
work
and they
its
just took
magic.
total liberties with it and just said fuck it.
Yeah. Ooh, it ferments so quickly.
Yeah.
Normally this takes days.
Our mixture has now been turned into a cider. This particular brew turned
Not to
out a
mention, you
little
usually want to let
basic.
your mash
Though no
age
worries.
for a bit
Next
first.
time we can try
Well, that's
crafting
why
a
it's so
brew with more
bland.
ingredients to produce a better product. From here, we can discard or bottle the brew. Let's select bottle to continue.
Okay, let's do
We can
it.
start to customize our product to our
This is
liking.
what I
We
love
can
about
change
this
the
game.
bottle
Okay.
appearance and rename the product to anything we'd like. When you're happy with the design, you can press the finish button.
All right, here we go. It's gonna be called Blapple.
Kiter.
Blap cider.
With a K. So it's Kiter.
Kider. Blap Kider! Very old, terrible bottles. Let's see.
Real damaged. Kind of quirky one.
Oh, there's so many choices.
Uh-huh.
I think just the shit cork. And,
Standard cork. There's a bunch of
there's
labels.
so many,
And
and
you can import your own, too.
maybe I'll just start making some of my own. This one has an apple on it.
What kind of bottle?
None of these are like appropriately shitty enough. I guess the basic one.
You could do the... There's like a square type of bottle.
Like this.
Yeah.
I don't know. That still feels like.
Classy.
I guess not. Yeah. I don't know. That Blap Kiter.
Our new cider brew will now appear under the My Products menu. This menu is used to produce more units of any
Oh,
branded brews
this
you've
is a
already
long
made.
video.
Should a client
fine, I can
request
cut it
a
down.
branded brew
Okay.
that's out of stock, you can open this menu to produce more if you have sufficient. There's one last
Yep.
step. Seeing
Good.
as we have no client contracts requesting cider, we can stock the cider at our own bar, which we need to set up first. Let's head up to the top floor by accessing the exit menu.
Unnamed
There used to be a bunch of
bar.
old antiques collecting dust up here. It may not look like much,
Yep,
and the floors
cool.
creak terribly.
I
One that's
would
stocked
love
full with our own
a
brewed products. That would be great.
top floor bar
We'll have to start
with
with a
hangar
basic
canoes
tarnished
that you
floor
could
plan
watch
for the
like
time
the being.
planes. With enough funds,
Yeah, you basically you wanna make Pilot Pete's but a bar.
Yeah.
Basically just Pilot Pete's.
but higher up.
But I don't know.
This is the fame meter. It will rise.
This
as
is the
we
fame
improve our
meter.
bar and sell
Yeah.
quality brews.
It's
With
how
more
famous
fame
you are.
comes more sales.
It's,
it won't be
Really?
In that case, we
Dependent
should style the
on
bar
stuff.
accordingly to the types of brew we plan to sell. A bar patron that prefers cider might enjoy a rustic bar theme, whereas a wine drinker might prefer something
really?
more elegant.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's
With
the
all
kind
the
of
chairs and
annoying
antiques
part.
I found up here, it shouldn't take much for us to try out several bar themes. We can find
How
something that
about
best suits our
it's a
brews.
bar, we serve lots of different things.
We serve alcohol.
Let's start by
Many
choosing
different
the bar.
alcohols.
Drink it and
You
get
do so
out.
by opening
Yeah.
the design panel.
Okay, design the bar. Theme. Beer, wine, mead. Okay. Theme classic. Art Deco. Oh, no. I don't know. Victorian, no. Noir. Alright, this isn't... Oh, but mead's low. I don't want that. Yeah, vodka, cider, mead, and rum with beer, wine, and whiskey. I'd like to put, like, brandy and wine on the bottom.
Yeah.
And there's not any that are like that.
Right.
I guess brandy and vodka can be we can do whiskey and
Whiskey and wine for.
rum and mead and cider. This looks good to me.
Yeah. I think this
so
is
I
what I
guess-
started with first.
I guess forged. We're doing a forge bar.
Next, let's think of a good name for the bar. Maybe a
I
name
have-
that portrays an establishment of sophistication and class. I'll leave that up to you. Type the name into the
For the
text
Forge
box
Bar?
and press enter when you're done.
Forge bat.
The forge bat. I mean, no, we'll call it. I need
Quench
like
tank.
the quench tank is a good name for a forge bar. That was very, very good.
Helps to have actually
That's an
kind of worked in a
interesting
forge.
choice. It's
No, it's a
different.
really good choice.
Fortunately,
You're
we can always
stupid.
change it later.
You're a moron. It's a great
Yeah,
name.
that's a great name
Adjust the
for a fucking
cosmetics of our
bar.
bar and upgrade the theme. Upgrading will help us gain fame a bit faster.
I don't have the money to
Now that
upgrade.
the bar
You
all
didn't give
set up,
any
we'll want to
money.
stock our cider so it can be slowly sold over time. You can open
sought
the
to
inventory and
make
make
a
the brew
broadsword.
transfer.
For the general who died.
There. we're
Blap
now-
Kiter!
Be sure to keep the bar stocked with brews that suit our chosen
He would
theme.
not enjoy
Doing
that.
so will help keep our patrons happy.
Yep,
Should
yep,
also
happy
get in the habit of
patrons.
checking out our bar.
Check in our bar.
We can
Right.
Feedback.
Looks like we're all set and
Sales
ready to
report.
finally
Patron
start
gossip.
this.
Got it.
Let's get out there and explore.
Let's do stuff. Woo! New game begins. Bar, brewing, hangar, explore. Yeah, I really
Looks like we
probably
have our
didn't
first
need the
customer
tutorial. I
already.
probably could have figured all that
Suppose the word
out.
gets around
Yeah, I
fast
thought
in
it-
these sleepy places.
It
If you
let
wanna
you
talk to
know
them, do so by clicking.
more about the intricacies of
Yeah.
running this place.
Alright, well, that'll be enough for an episode, honestly.
Yeah.
So, that was a tutorial for Brew Barons. We'll probably play some more of this.
Yeah.
It seems kind of fun.
It'll be more fun once you kind of get established.
Alright, so thanks for watching. Be sure to check out our streams Wednesday nights, 7 p.m. Central Time, over on Twitch. And hit all the buttons everywhere and help us out. And
Yeah.
Just come hang out, watch more videos.
Come back to the quench tank.
Come back to the Quench Tank whenever we bring it back.
Yeah.
Bye.